The sky is familiar, blue above, clouds drifting lazily, birds sing. The wind moves through trees, people walk, cars drive, oceans ripple. Life goes on predictable and steady. Then, in an instant, everything changes. The earth shudders, mountains tremble, oceans rise and fall unnaturally. The sun appears larger in the sky. The air itself seems heavier, thicker, harder to breathe. And when you look up, the stars are wrong. The night sky is crowded with colors and shapes that should never be there. Earth has moved, not slightly, not in orbit, not over centuries of natural evolution. It has switched places with Jupiter. This is no thought experiment you can shrug off. This is a planet-sized catastrophe, a literal collision of reality with imagination. The question is, what would happen if Earth suddenly occupied the orbit, the position, and the gravitational reality of Jupiter? First, let's understand the magnitude of the change. Jupiter is massive, more than 300 times the mass of Earth. Its gravity is immense. Its atmosphere is thick with hydrogen and helium. Its magnetic field is colossal, stretching millions of kilometers into space. Its radiation belts are deadly, far stronger than anything Earth has ever experienced. To imagine Earth suddenly in that place is to imagine the impossible. The very rules of physics are about to betray us. Even before the switch, Jupiter's presence affects the solar system. Its gravity keeps asteroids in check, guides the paths of comets, and maintains orbital stability. Earth stepping into this position would immediately distort those cosmic relationships. The first consequence? Gravity. Earth's own gravity is a fraction of Jupiter's. Suddenly, everything around us would feel heavier. Not just a little heavier, but crushingly so. Mountains would collapse. Oceans would slosh violently. The crust of the Earth, designed for 1 gram of surface gravity, would buckle and fracture. Buildings, bridges, even the very soil would strain against forces it was never meant to endure. Simultaneously, Jupiter's intense magnetic field would envelop our planet. Charged particles from the sun, normally deflected, would now interact unpredictably. Radiation levels on Earth's surface would spike. The sky itself could glow with auroras, violent storms of charged particles tearing across continents. Next, the atmospheric consequences. Jupiter is a gas giant. Its composition is primarily hydrogen and helium, with swirling storms bigger than Earth itself. While Earth does not merge into Jupiter, being in that proximity means our thin atmosphere would be influenced by Jupiter's mass. Winds, tides, and even the basic air pressure could fluctuate unpredictably. Oceans might rise hundreds of meters as the gravitational pull stretches water toward the massive planet's center. Tidal forces could tear continents apart. Earthquakes, tsunamis, volcanic activity, all amplified by the invisible hand of a giant neighbor. Now consider the temperature and sunlight. Jupiter orbits much farther from the sun than Earth does, nearly 5 times the distance. At that range, sunlight is only a fraction of what we receive now. Suddenly, Earth would be plunged into near-freezing darkness. Crops would fail instantly. The atmosphere would cool rapidly. Oceans would begin to freeze from the top down. Entire ecosystems dependent on the sun would collapse. Without adaptation, life as we know it would be on the brink of extinction. Even our seasons, tied to the tilt of Earth's axis, would become meaningless. The slow warmth of summer, the gentle chill of winter, gone. Every living being would face extremes of cold, with little sunlight to survive. Let's step back and compare this to historical context. The Earth has survived mass extinctions, asteroid impacts, and ice ages. It has endured cosmic events that dwarfed human understanding. Yet, none of these compare to instant relocation to Jupiter's orbit. Even the asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs, a rock barely 10 kilometers across, was a fraction of the catastrophe we are imagining. Earth in Jupiter's place is a scenario orders of magnitude beyond any natural disaster humanity has ever faced. Step by step, the effects would unfold rapidly. Within minutes, oceans and rivers rise, crustal shifts trigger earthquakes, buildings collapse, and tsunamis sweep coastlines. Within hours, the cold begins to bite. Surface temperatures drop sharply. Plant life fails. Animal migrations collapse. Atmospheric winds rage as the planet struggles to balance gravitational stress. Within days, radiation from Jupiter's magnetosphere penetrates deeper. Satellites are shredded, communication networks fail. Humans, if still alive, face both environmental and radiation hazards. Within weeks, ecosystems collapse, food becomes scarce, and the planet itself begins adjusting to the gravitational stress, a slow but unrelenting process. Mountains buckle further, earthquakes continue. Humanity is fighting physics itself. Within months, Earth begins to resemble a frozen, fractured shell. Oceans partly freeze. The sky glows strangely from magnetic storms. Very few species survive this transition. Humanity is confined to isolated pockets, relying on technology to endure what the planet itself cannot sustain. Yet in the chaos, there are lessons. First, our planet is far more fragile than we imagine. Its position, its orbit, its balance with the sun, all are carefully tuned by billions of years of cosmic evolution. Second, the sun's proximity is not just a matter of warmth, it is the pulse of life itself. Move too far, and life cannot sustain. Third, gravity is not just a concept, it is a force that shapes continents, oceans, and the very air we breathe. A sudden increase in gravitational pull can crush mountains and shatter cities alike. And finally, no technology, no engineering marvel could protect us from such a universal-scale event. This scenario forces us to consider a larger question. The universe is vast, full of forces beyond our control, and humanity exists in a narrow, fragile window of conditions. Our civilization may feel invincible, but the cosmos reminds us how precarious life truly is. We imagine moving Earth, swapping it with Jupiter as entertainment or thought experiment, but it underscores a profound truth: the universe operates on scales and magnitudes beyond human comprehension. And sometimes, even imagination can only hint at the consequences of cosmic forces. So the next time you look at Jupiter in the night sky, think beyond its beauty. Consider the chaos that would unfold if Earth took its place. Oceans rising, mountains collapsing, the sun dimming, humanity scrambling to survive. A planet is not just rock and water, it is a delicate balance, easily destroyed by forces far larger than us. And finally, ask yourself, if the Earth could be moved, even hypothetically, what other cosmic experiments could the universe be hiding from us? What if one day, a seemingly impossible event rearranged the cosmos entirely? The universe is vast, its possibilities are endless, and the next what if may be closer than you think.